This is the journey of Oprah Winfrey, from a child who was told she was worthless to becoming one of the most influential women in the world. A foundation forged in fire, the girl who wasn't supposed to be. Our story begins not with a dream, but with a series of nightmares. Oprah was born into poverty in rural Mississippi in 1954. Her early years were a blueprint for disaster, shuffled between family members, wearing dresses made of potato sacks, and suffering profound, repeated trauma. At 9 years old, she was sexually abused by relatives. She ran away, got into trouble, and was sent to live with a strict father in Nashville at age 14. This is where the first pivot happens. Her father, Vernon Winfrey, gave her structure. He gave her something more crucial, a reading list. He demanded she read a book every week and write a report on it. In that discipline, a spark caught. Words became her escape. Her voice, once silenced, found power in articulation. She won a speech contest, which secured her a full scholarship to Tennessee State University. While still in college, she landed a job at a local black radio station. Then, at 19, she became the youngest and first black female news anchor at Nashville's TV. She was moving, but she was constrained. Reading the news felt stiff, inauthentic. Then came the call from Baltimore. The authenticity experiment, finding the connect. In Baltimore, she was co-hosting a chaotic morning talk show, People Are Talking. The moment of truth came during an interview with a fire and brimstone preacher. He was ranting about sinners going to hell. Oprah, forgetting the script, leaned in and asked, "But what about God's love?" The audience erupted. The phones lit up. In that moment, she wasn't reading questions from a card. She was having a conversation. She was connecting. Her producers saw it. Her power wasn't in delivering news, but in sharing feeling. The ratings soared. The show's success was a local tremor. But a seismic shift was coming. In 1984, she was recruited to host a failing half-hour morning talk show in Chicago called AM Chicago. She was up against the king, Phil Donahue. Skeptics gave her months. Within months, she was number one. Why? Because she did the unthinkable on television. She was real. When a guest's story moved her, she cried with them. She celebrated with them. She shared her own struggles with weight and childhood trauma with a rawness America had never seen. She didn't just interview people, she identified with them. The show was renamed The Oprah Winfrey Show. The Empire Builder. Owning Your Power. In 1986, at age 32, Oprah made her defining business move. Legendary film critic Roger Ebert gave her crucial advice: go syndicated, but own the show. She listened. She negotiated an unprecedented deal, forming Harpo Productions, Oprah, spelled backwards. She didn't just host her show, she owned it. This was the masterstroke. Every dollar of advertising revenue, every syndication fee, now flowed into a company she controlled. The show became a cultural commandment, pulling in 20 million viewers a day at its peak. But Oprah wasn't done. She saw her audience not as viewers, but as a community. She leveraged that trust into every corner of culture. The book club of 1996, a single announcement could launch an unknown author to the top of the bestseller list, creating a publishing phenomenon known as the Oprah effect. Oh, the Oprah magazine of 2000, she extended her voice to print, creating one of the most successful magazine launches ever. The Oxygen Network, co-founded in 1999, she moved into cable ownership. Dr. Phil, Rachel Ray, OWN. She launched the careers of others and built her own network, the Oprah Winfrey Network, after her talk show ended in 2011. Her wealth grew not from a salary, but from ownership and influence. She transformed her authentic connection into a diversified media empire. The icon, living your best life. Today, Oprah's net worth stands at over $2.5 billion. But her true wealth is measured in impact. She became the first Black female billionaire in history. Her endorsement can still move markets. Her interviews are global events. But the core of the story remains the same as that day in Baltimore. It's about connection. She built a fortune by making millions of people feel seen, understood, and inspired to be better. She commercialized empathy and authenticity on a global scale. Conclusion: the Oprah Blueprint. So, how did Oprah Winfrey build her wealth? Step 1. She transformed her profound personal pain into a superpower of empathy. Step 2. She bet on her authentic self when the TV industry wanted a presenter, and turned a failing show into a national phenomenon. Step 3. She made the critical shift from employee to owner, building Harpo Productions into the engine of her empire. Step 4. She leveraged her unparalleled connection with her audience into books, magazines, networks, and a brand synonymous with empowerment. Her wealth is the financial manifestation of a promise she made to herself and her audience, that your past does not define you, that your voice matters, and that living your truth is the most powerful asset you will ever have. She didn't just build a business, she built a belief system, and the world bought in.